Day 10 of 31 Days of Tarot. Share some of your tarot decks that have been long lost in your collection that you want to reconnect with. Hi everyone, this is Casper the Boy Diviner here today, and I wanted to talk to you about 5 decks that have been long lost in my collection and I want to reconnect with. Okay, even though I do say I want to reconnect with them, I do have a feeling that I'll be so distracted by all the new beautiful goodies that I still wouldn't get enough time to work with these decks. But let's see, let's cross our fingers and hope. Okay, if you're enjoying this sort of content, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Leave me a comment, let's talk about the long lost decks, or if you have any positive working experiences with the decks I'm going to show, please let me know so I can feel more motivated to spend some time with these decks that, I really never worked with. So the first deck I wanted to talk about is like this is my first Oracle deck. And I have only used it maybe like twice because I didn't get it. I couldn't get it. And I'm not sure why. This is the Peter Antonio's Oracle cards. I don't know if any of you have seen this. This was my first Oracle deck. I thought I could work with minimalist because, again, I think I talked about this in my recap. I used to be really into minimalist colors, into minimalist symbols. So I thought this kind of deck would be intuitive for me. I thought I could read with it. But seeing some of these cards, I'm not sure how. So this is a microscope, so I guess it's about focusing on something. This is nice. So maybe conflict, but I'm really not sure. Bravery, Gryffindor. Being controlling someone. So when I'm looking at this now, facade, it does feel like it's okay. Like I would be able to work with it now. Relax, alcohol. Yeah, but I don't know. I just never felt a need to use this deck somehow. It's small, the images are simple. I guess these are to its advantages, but I just never felt the need, especially because I've tutored Oracle cards like Inner Compass Oracle, the Magical Nico Oracle. I just never felt the need to use something that is so simplistic. Shuffling it feels good, so maybe I should really give it a go. I'm just trying to think about what tarot deck might fit with this Oracle deck, because I usually use Oracle with tarot. The next deck I wanted to talk about is it's the first deck I ever kickstarted in my tarot journey, and it's the Personal Space Tarot. This was the second edition. I like this deck a lot. It wasn't the easiest deck for beginners, so it wasn't easy for me, to be honest. I do feel a bit of resistance sometimes when I work with this deck, especially with the court cards, because they are not very they're not very relatable. They're just a few symbols here and there. Okay, pardon me everyone. I just brought my father to see the doctor again. There was some emergency, but he's completely fine now. So I apologize for any change in lighting, whatever, okay? I was talking about my Personal Space Tarot, which I love, but I don't really connect with right now. Not as much as I used to before. I feel like part of it is because the readings that this gives can be accurate, but sometimes I guess I haven't made much of an effort after I had the initial barrier to entry. When I got it as a beginner, it was not easy. Not only that, I tried I tried edging this deck in gold, but I think you can tell that this wasn't much of a success. I might try it again with my gold stamp, but I don't know, this deck doesn't seem to want to be edged, and I don't want to ruin it more with my mods. But overall, I do like this deck a lot, and I have a lot of nostalgia around this deck because it was my first Kickstarter deck. It was a deck that I wanted, and was OOP until it became a Kickstarter second edition. I have a feeling that the artist might make a third one, but it's not confirmed yet. She did say that, that was a stretch goal for gold gilding, but we didn't make it that second time. Okay, my third deck that I wanted to talk about is a deck. This is the first secondhand deck that I bought ever. Okay, and I don't know if I ordered any other secondhand deck. I don't think so. This is the only one, and it's the Buddha Tarot. Okay, Buddhism is something I have lived with, I've grown with. It has always been something special to me. But this deck is not easy. Not easy because of, look at this. This is a pip style. Not only that it's a pip style, I don't know, I can't recall what a double Vira is, I can't remember. I kind of remember that Ace of Jewels. I think Jewels is the Pentacles. I think this is the I want to say the Cups just because it's blue, but it could be the Air. So it could be the Swords. And also all All the images are so beautiful. They cover Shakyamuni Buddha's journey to become who he is. You know, from when he was a prince, when he abandoned his family to you know, seek out more. Yeah, and then lotuses, I thought lotuses are always gentle to me, so I always see this as the cups. But it having the red border, I have a feeling it's the wand suit. But because of all this, I haven't felt super close to the deck. And because it's OOP, the larger book that covers this in detail doesn't exist anymore, or it's not something I can buy. All I have is this little white book, and I've read it, but I don't feel like it's super useful. This is the one I want to buy. They advertise it here. I don't know if it's focusing. Any case, it's called the Buddha Tarot Companion. So I did hear that this might be re-released this year, and so if that book does get released, I might buy it. Okay, I might. I don't know yet. I'm trying to do a depth here, so I'm trying to think about, you know, what I can and cannot buy. Would I allow more tarot books in my life? I don't know. I haven't decided on that. But I think I will make an exception for the Buddha Tarot because I do want to reconnect with this. It's just that it's just like me and the Tarot of the Holy Light. I tried with that. I gave it at least a week or two to try to connect with. I don't think I've given the Buddha Tarot any chance like that. So maybe I should do it in 2020, along with the ones I've mentioned earlier. Okay, the fourth deck I want to talk about is the Zilliq Tarot. I like this deck. This deck's so cute. It's so small and the art is beautiful. I brought it out once overseas when I went to the US last year in 2019, and I used this to read for my colleagues, and actually the readings were pretty good. I love the art. The art is... Oh, look at this Seven of Wands. How beautiful is that? At the same time, there are some mistakes with the cards. So this is a Thoth-based deck. So everything has the Thoth words. You can see like the Seven of Cups is Debok. Oh my god. The Seven of Cups is Debok. But there are some inconsistencies between this and a Thoth deck. The first one, let's look at this. The universe should be 21, right? But this shows 19. Makes me feel so uncomfortable because I really suspect it's a printing error. It should be XXI. Again, Roman numerals are no one's friend. I don't know why the Archetypes deck decided to use it, but it is what it is. So adjustment is number 11. And lust is number 8. Isn't this wrong? Doesn't the Thoth Tarot show adjustment is number 8 and lust is number 11? These are the inconsistencies that make me feel so uncomfortable with the deck. So I kind of want to chop off the bottom and then round it again. At the same time, it's gonna cut off the art at the back. And the deck itself is already so small compared to a normal size deck. Let me show you. I don't want to make a small deck even smaller. So these are the reasons why I don't want to cut the bottom of the cards, but they bother me a little just because I know the inconsistencies are there. So should I read... Some people say there's not much difference between 8 and 11. Like, you still read strength and lust as strength and lust, and you still read adjustment and justice as adjustment and justice, no matter what the numbers are. I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. I do have a few like numerical correspondences that change because depending on where that major is in the deck. So this is one of the biggest reasons why I have not worked with the Zilliq Tarot, but I adore the deck. I adore the size, I adore the art. And that week when I was overseas in the US using this deck, I did feel like semi-comfortable with it. It's just that when I came home, I didn't want to work with it. I just put it in my cupboard because of all the inconsistencies. Yeah, but I do hope this year I can overcome my my crazy brain, my Virgo side, and learn how to work with a deck even though there are some mistakes with it. Okay, that's my fourth deck I wanted to share. And the last deck is something I actually received in 2019, so it's not a long lost forgotten one. It's just one that was overlooked. It's the Nicoletta Ciccoli Tarot. This was given to me by my dear friend. She wanted to buy me a birthday present, and she was so lovely. She knew I loved tarot. She asked me what's the deck I wanted to look for, and it's this one. I was really looking forward to getting this deck. Because it was my birthday, I did a birthday haul for myself, which I didn't show on my channel. But I had a lot of things on my mind and a lot of things to work on, and that's why I didn't work with this deck. The other reason why I haven't really dug into this deck is also because I watched Dawn Michelle on Boho Tarot. She did show how she renamed some of the cards here. She debordered them, and she changed some of the deck. For example, I agree with her that the Five of Cups here is really much more suitable as the Lover's card. And knowing her correspondences and what she has changed and those things, I don't know if I can work with it this way. At the same time, I don't want to deborder this deck because I suck at it. Having that feeling that a card should be something else, I don't know how I'm gonna work with this deck. But it's so beautiful. Look at this, 10 of Cups. How cute and creepy. Cute and creepy at the same time. I love art like that. Cute and creepy. That's why I'm hoping to get the Little Monsters Tarot. But apart from that, yeah, this deck, I feel like deserves a chance with me, and I should really push myself to use it this year. Maybe spend at least a week with it, or even a month. Maybe I should learn how to schedule deck use, so I make sure that all my decks are being loved. Let me know if you have any oldies but goodies in your deck collection that you have not used, and you're looking forward to working with in 2020. Apart from that, if you have any good experiences with the decks I've shown today, please talk to me about it. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you've connected with them, especially if you own this one. I'm really curious about how you work with this one. And if you have the book for the Buddha Tarot, let me know if it helped you with connecting with the deck. I'm very interested, because that will help me decide whether I want to make a purchase for that next year if it does come out. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let's discuss and let's talk about all this. You guys have a great rest of the day. You take care. Bye. Day 10 of Ethany Dawns. Day 10 of Ethany's 31 Days of Tarot. Share some of your tarot decks that have been long lost in your collection.